Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. I have a fabulous guest, and actually this young lady was booked before, and because she's so busy and doing so many things, we had to postpone it.
Which I appreciate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
This is Michelle, and Michelle, I love this. She makes cakes.
Cakes by the slice.
Oh, hang on a second. Cakes by the slice, so you don't have to buy the whole cake.
You don't. Nope. That's the concept. So it's kind of a new concept that I've started where basically what we do is we make homemade butter cakes. Everything's made from scratch. All of our buttercream and everything is cooked.
Oh my goodness.
So it's super good stuff. And we sell it by the slice. We sell at least 10 varieties daily by the slice. We also
10 varieties daily. So
yes.
You have to make 10 different cakes every day because they have to be fresh.
Yes,
now,
exactly.
I thought it was in the export business as well. People buy these cakes online as well?
No, it's only walk-in.
Only walk-in?
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that?
Yeah, and I've opened 6 stores. I've opened 6 stores so far. So
are these individual stores?
Yes.
So they're just you selling cakes?
Yes, exactly.
And what do we call the store?
The Cake Slice.
It's called the Cake Slice. Can they eat in the store as well as or is it all takeaway?
They can. I prefer takeaway. My concept kind of is more of a grab and go. It's what I'm working towards, but we do allow them to sit down.
And you said you've got 6 stores open already?
Yeah, I've opened 6. Yes.
6 stores.
Yes.
That's an awful lot of stores. You're becoming like a McDonald's.
Well, I'm trying. But yeah, so 4 of them, the 4 that I've opened are in the Reno Sparks area, and those were the first 4 that I opened. I came to Vegas last October, and I've opened 1 here at Sahara in Durango, and then I just opened 1 last week in Henderson, and I plan to open 6 to 8 more here in Vegas.
Wow.
Yes.
So what gives you this sort of feeling of becoming, because you are now a businesswoman, you are not just a woman making cakes.
Right.
You're a businesswoman. How do you manage to run all these? You can't be at all the stores. Believe me, I've tried those things.
Yeah.
So you have to have a good manager. How do you find a good manager?
Well, I got really lucky with my Reno location because one of my employees evolved into management, and she's amazing, and she handles everything for me, and I'm very comfortable knowing she's taking charge of everything. She's taking charge of everything. Yeah. And you know everything's being handled. Does she take charge of the 4 stores in Reno or just 1? The 4. Well, the 4. So there's 1 in Reno that we actually shut down. We closed it down, but we are relocating it because it was too big of a space. So, yeah.
So you like to keep them small and intimate.
Exactly. Because what I do is I set up 1 kitchen that services the storefronts. So here in Vegas, I'll have...
Can you see the kitchen or is it in the back?
It's in the back. We pretty much keep it in the back.
Yeah, you keep it in the back so people can't actually see how you make the cakes.
Exactly.
Because they might copy her idea.
No, so no one has the recipes. We've been able to manage, to this point, I'm the only one that has the recipes, so we've been able to manage to do that. They are all my own recipes that I've created from scratch.
When you make a recipe, obviously you've got the main ingredients, because obviously there's a main ingredients, and then you add different things to it, like the flavor and whatever. It could be anything you add to it. How many times do you have to really test it to make sure you've got it? Because every time you make it and every time you put these things in it, you've got to write down exactly what you've done so it's consistent as to what that is. How do you fix that?
Well, I don't write anything down anymore. It's so in my brain.
In your brain.
For doing it for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just know what to do of the ingredients to put in there. Like if you wanted a ginger cake, you put some ginger in there, right? Or
right. There might be a few alterations, but yeah.
A few alterations. So what made you go into this? I mean, as a kid, you weren't 5 years old making cookies.
I've always liked baking. I mean, when I was 6 years old.
Singers always start at 5 years old. Singers start at 5. So you know you weren't baking at 5.
Well, you've heard of the Easy Bake Oven, right?
Well, of course I have.
The little red Easy Bake?
Yes.
That's the only thing I wanted when I was 6 years old. So I got one of those. I took a big break. I've only started this company about 6 years ago, and I did a custom cake company for 4 of those 6. The cake slice stores evolved with the pandemic. So basically...
Oh, so this started up...
Yeah, so I've always...
People could come in and buy a slice and leave.
Well, people always love the way the cake tastes, so...
well, that's got to be the first thing. Otherwise
exactly.
Otherwise you're out of business.
They like the designs also, but when the pandemic hit and no one wanted designs because no one could have a party, I said, let's slice it up and let's send it out. So I did. And I started sending it out through DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. We did walk-in service because if you remember correctly, we were allowed to have people walk in and grab and go.
Yes.
And then that's how it just
Evolved.
Yes, and it just is taken off
So
since
where
then.
did you get that idea from? I mean, because that's
My
pretty
head,
neat.
pretty much.
You figured a way to reach people that are sort of not out,
Yeah.
but they had to come to you. Did you ever do any deliveries? Could people call you and you deliver?
We used to deliver when I had the custom cake portion of the business, but
That was the complete cake.
yeah. But now it would just be too hard to manage to deliver to everybody.
I was going to say, with the cost of gas and the cost of the person
Yeah,
and everything else,
it's just
and it's
easier.
one slice of cake, because they'd have to order, I'm sure they would order more than one slice anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's normally a family and it would be normally 3 or 4 people, at least 2, you know.
Yeah.
So it's sort of, so profit-wise, money-wise, how are we going?
I've been profitable from day one of every single store I've opened.
I feel like I'm the Shark Tank. All right, let me write down all these figures. What percentage of this? I'm Ninon from the Shark Tank, but they just don't know it. So you put all that together, and so your profit margin, what are you making on your profit margin? 20%?
40%.
Yeah.
But now with the increase of with the ingredients, and you know the 2 main things I use are going to be butter and eggs. It's really chopping me down. It's really making me a little angry. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Which is the egg or
The butter and the egg.
butter and the
I used to pay $64 for a 30-pound box of butter. Now I'm paying $100. So I mean that's real.
That cuts into
That's
your.
real.
So now, does that mean you're going to put the price of buying? You know, there's only so much you can charge for a slice of cake.
I know, and we've held the price as long as we could. So initially we kept it until about, I'd say 6 or 8 weeks ago. We bumped it up 50 cents, and then we had to bump it up 50 more. So now we're at $9.25 for a slice of cake. But you have to see how large the slice of cake is,
I was
and
just
taste the quality of it.
I'm going to ask you a question. You know, I've noticed that you walk into a restaurant and you have a lot of people. The restaurant's not really that busy, but they put couples in on 2 tables. And if I had a restaurant and I was, I didn't have that many people, I would give them a table for 4 to make it nice for them. But I notice people. So when you have a cake, and this cake is not selling as much as the other cake, do you give the slice a little bit bigger?
The way
Can't do that.
so basically what we do is we take a 4-layer 10-inch cake and cut it into 16s.
4-layer.
And we use a template. Yeah, the slices are really, really big.
It's almost like this.
Yeah, like this.
So then we have to take in consideration, you've got the carton you have to put it into, so you have to have a large enough carton.
That's
which
the thing.
Costs
Yeah.
more. So you have a business head on your shoulders, obviously, because you have to. You know, I don't think people understand when you go into business, you've got to calculate all these
Everything.
all the costs, and you're talking about the eggs and the butter, but fortunately you have people driving to you.
Mm-hmm.
So now, what's your most popular cake?
The most popular cake is going to be either the vanilla with the fresh raspberries or the lemon with the fresh
My
blueberries.
favorite.
Really?
Oh, I love raspberries.
If you're here every Wednesday at this time,
I'm here every Wednesday.
I
From
might
2
drop you
o'clock.
off a slice.
Okay, I'm going to definitely be here every
For sure.
every Wednesday from 2 to 4, for sure.
Yeah,
I love
will.
the raspberry thing. I love that.
Yeah, the vanilla, raspberry, lemon, blueberry.
Vanilla, oh.
People like the German chocolate a lot. There's been a lot of talk in this town about the German chocolate on social media. People love that. And
Now, what makes you so different from anybody else? Is it the size? Is it the texture?
it's
Is
the
it
texture
taste?
and the size. It's a medium-bodied cake, a little bit on the heavier side.
It's got
Basically,
a bit more texture.
it has a lot of butter in it. Like we put almost a pound of butter in every batch. When I say batch, I mean almost a full 10-inch. That's not even so a full 10-inch cake is going to have at least a pound of butter just in the batter, and then the buttercream also is going to have a pound of butter.
Do you ever get any orders to buy the whole cake or for weddings?
All the time, yeah. So we do. Just so you know, we do full
let them
cakes.
know.
We do full cakes, 24-hour pre-order is how we do our full cakes. Some days, sometimes same day if
Order all early enough.
if you
You're gonna
order
cook.
early enough of the day
Yeah.
and we already
Gotta
have
cook
it
it.
baked for the day, you
Yeah.
know, something like that. Yeah. So we do full cakes all day long.
Okay, so do you cook your cakes every day? They're fresh
Every day.
every day.
Mhm.
What do you do with? You're obviously not selling all the cakes you've made.
Mhm.
What do you do with your surplus apart from me knocking at the door? I'm gonna be up there.
So basically, we do keep a real tight. So the way we send we keep a real tight rein on.
I can
goes
see you
over.
keep it. You
Yeah.
know exactly by now anyway.
Yeah.
You know exactly how much to cook.
We know how much is going to go out on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, slower, Sundays. You know, there's all a formula
How many
for it.
people do you have cooking for you?
I'm not even exactly sure anymore.
In one store. With a store which store are you at?
I'm at I'm at the one at Sahara and Durango, and I do a lot of the work myself.
I know you do, because you're that type of person that would make sure it's running the way you want it.
That's because I'm trying to keep that money in my pocket. Yeah.
But that's what you've got to do in business.
Yeah, you do.
You know, you can't be a woman all the time and just spend
I have zero debt on all my businesses because I've done it like this. So,
now you do, obviously you teach other people to cook their cakes because they've got to cook your recipe.
Right now here in Vegas, I'm the only cook.
So you're the only cook, but you only got 2 stores here, right?
Yes.
It's 2 stores, and you've got 3 in Reno.
Yes.
Who does your 3 cooking in Reno? Like your manager?
Professional baker.
Professional baker.
Mm-hmm.
They do, so you employ just a professional baker. And when they cook in this one store, that covers all 3 stores? Or do you have separate
Yeah, I cover it.
cooking?
So here's how it works. So I do one kitchen that supplies the other stores.
The store, yes.
Yeah. So I only need one kitchen crew there.
So you need only one kitchen crew there. You only need one kitchen crew.
Well, here I'm going to need 2 commercial kitchens because it's so much larger. So one in Henderson and one.
Oh yeah, they're far apart anyway.
Yeah.
But so how is it going in Henderson? Is it?
It just literally opened like a little over a week ago, and it's going pretty good. I mean, to come to the city with no name at all, it's really going
Well,
pretty good.
hopefully this is why Vegas Live is here with you.
Yes, thank you.
Is because we want to get this. This is what we do. We get people out there. We get them to sort of people to understand. We help people in Vegas, mostly in the entertainment world, but I stretch out other things, which is cakes, and why not?
Sounds like you like them too.
I do. I love cakes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them. I don't eat them that often because, like you don't eat them that often either. Whenever you feel like it. Yeah, when you feel like it. What difference does it make? But what we do is we promote you. So how can anybody reach you?
So basically, the #1 way to reach us is we're all over social media, Instagram and Facebook. So it's going to be the Cake Slice Reno - Las Vegas. That we can be reached that way. We're all over Google. We're all over Yelp. Basically, you can call any of our storefronts. So all of our numbers are publicized. Yeah.
And it's walk-in. You can walk in.
And you can totally walk in, yes.
You can totally walk in and walk out with a slice of cake.
That's going to be super good.
Super, super, super good. Do you have any television ads yet? I mean, you're on Instagram, right? You're on Facebook.
So far, all the marketing I've done for this, I've done with $0 marketing dollars. Now that I'm here in Vegas, I may have to change that, but I'm not sure yet because the stores are doing quite well right now, so we will see.
Yes, because marketing, when you have to hire somebody and pay them, then that kind of takes all your profit away. And do they do as much as what you can do? I mean, you could probably do more.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because you know the product. You know all about it. You can, every question there is, you can answer.
Well, and we have other products too, and there's one we're getting ready to blow out right now, which is a ice cream cake cup. So what it's going to be is, because we offer cake cups now, they're kind of like a trifle, but now this is going to be an ice cream cake cup because the weather's going to be getting hotter, so I've decided I'd throw some ice cream into the mix.
I think that's wonderful, but also you just said trifle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the English, English and their trifles. Have you ever tried making any of that? Because that is delicious if it's made the right way.
Yeah.
It's absolutely delicious, and people love, your trifle, and it's made with the custard, it's made with the sponge pudding, and then it's made with all different fruits. Well, it's mostly one fruit, which is mostly strawberries. It's usually mostly made with a strawberry and cream on top. It is very, very rich and very, very delicious. But the actual taste of the trifle, which is mostly strawberry, it's really, really good. But it sounds like you could do something like that.
Yes, I can.
An English strawberry.
So let me know if you're having a party and you need me to help you up.
Well, since this COVID thing, I don't think I've had anybody in my house.
Yeah.
I know it's been one of those crazy things. So, so you're looking for more stores.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How big do you want the stores?
So ideally, I could get away with 400 square foot. Now, the storefront does not need to have a grease interceptor or anything along that line. Basically, what I look for is high traffic counts, higher incomes, and basically
So you want to be in a high income area.
higher income. Yeah,
Higher income.
our slices aren't cheap. I mean,
No.
with the ingredients we use and everything else, they can't be. I mean,
No, of
they're
course
expensive
not.
to make.
No.
So yeah, so population, traffic counts, income basically is what we look for. We could go as small as even 300 square foot, just depending.
Do you ever have any restaurants or anybody that order from you? They say they order like 20 pieces for their
I
restaurant.
do have my stuff is in a restaurant here already.
What restaurant?
So it is in LEM's, which is
LEM's, okay.
yeah, which is a fantastic place. Have you heard of LEM?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so that's there, and now I just recently started doing. I mean, it's still bits and pieces, people coming in and asking me, but a wedding chapel. I have my stuff goes there. They do like of the mini cakes that we were talking about. They do 3 to 6 dozen a week of those that they hand out to.
See, there's more than meets the eye of this particular business, and my producer keeps putting her finger up, saying, you've got to close out. Well, I can't because she's so exciting, and also she's serving cake, and I love what she's serving, and I've got to be really, really nice to me because she's going to come in on a Wednesday and give me a slice of cake. I'm going to love that. I'm going to love that.
I am going to.
I'm going to absolutely love that. So you're reaching out on so your brain has not stopped at all. You're reaching out to go to different places. Okay, the size of the cakes you make a 10-inch, you said?
So we make an 8-inch, a 10-inch, a 12-inch, a 14-inch, and we do a 16-inch also.
You also do a 16-inch, and the small one is how small?
So that's it. So we will do. We try not to do, but we will do a 6-inch, and we do the 4-inch on the regular mini cake.
A mini cake.
Yeah.
A mini cake. So there's different sizes. So what's the phone number that they can reach you at?
I have so many phone numbers. I don't know.
You don't know. So just go to your website.
Website or Instagram or Facebook is the best way to reach us.
Again, what it is?
It is the Cake Slice Reno Las Vegas. So you can find us Instagram, Facebook, all day.
These are great for parties. This is great for, when you have entertainers, and a lot of entertainers in this town, and they have a lot of parties in this town, and sometimes they just have champagne and cake. So this is an ideal place to go to if that's what you want to do. A small cakes or big cakes, you can have 16-inch. Well, you can have it all. Thank you, Michelle. That's absolutely amazing.
I appreciate it so much.
I love it. I just love what she does because of the cake industry. But she doesn't do the little cupcakes, but you do mini cakes.
Yeah, we do the mini cakes.
The mini ones, which are the little tiny ones.
Yes.
And do they come in half a dozen, or just single?
They can come single, yes.
They can come single, any amount you want.
Any storefront, you can walk in and grab one single.
One single.
Yep.
If you're just feeling a little hungry, just one little cake. Thank you, Michelle. Absolutely amazing. Don't forget to go to YouTube and check us out. And also don't forget to come to Mariposa. This is a fabulous restaurant, Mexican restaurant on the corner of Sahara and Decatur. Food is fabulous, drink is fabulous, everything. They have happy hour from 3 to 6 o'clock. I will be right back with my next guest. Take care. And don't forget, social media shows. That is my producer. They produce my show. They get me out there and they're doing all their stuff. I'll be right back with my next guest. Take care.